everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Jacksonville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
The running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 45.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, 47 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Telvin Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll escape to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 72 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Steps away to his left. He can run. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
On second down, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Telvin Smith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This will be caught by Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They juked him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Bortles. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They'll go again with Bell. Powers through. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Fresh set of downs here. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw is Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Again, it's Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
First carry for James Conner. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Bell. And he's got some space here. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the play clock's running down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 9 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Bell. And now running right through it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy that...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
And his kick is right through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Bortles. Hearns brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Go, go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Completes it to Hearns. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down. Fournette, a first down carry. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Hearns. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Fournette. It's a loss of 14 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's almost gotten to the point in the NFL where 3rd down is a throwing down, no matter what the distance. It just feels that way. So how about the discipline there by the defense? Understanding, reading their keys. They run the ball on 3rd down. They don't just handle it with technique and stay at home, but they become disruptors, actually getting back there, making a big play, big loss, and now they flip the balance of the field for their team.
Now he steps away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now Bell. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's up and good. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into